Hello,
Welcome to the channel.
welcome. All right, we're gonna have to come up with it.
Today, today we're just going to talk about our day because my husband is just new to this, so he's kind of camera shy. So cut him a little break, guys. We're here to tell you that this weekend was eventful,
Eventful is a funny word to use.
very eventful. We have 9 children now. 3 of them go to private boarding school. So they're not here during the school year. They come home for breaks. But the 6 that were here, I'm not sure if there's been a full moon for the past 2 weeks. But it's been a little crazy around here.
Seems like it could possibly be easier taking care of 9 kids than it is 6.
It definitely seems that way. Like when all 9 are here, sometimes it is rough. Like when all 9 were here the last time. It's so weird. The last time, like over summer break, it was hard when they all 9 were here. But then the break before that, it wasn't that bad. Like things were getting done around the house. Like we make our kids do chores, very structuralized around here. Meal plans, routines, whatever you want to call it. So, but it was very like easygoing last time. So I don't know what this wave of emotions is. Our kids are 12 and under.
I think it might have to be a combination of it being the end of the summer, just like how kids get tired of being, going to school every day. I feel like a lot of them, our kids, like going out, getting out of the house and going places and doing school. They like actually getting out and having those experiences. So I feel like they're partially tired of summer too. And when they're inside the house, they're a little ball of energy just
Hmm.
explode all at the same time.
And it sucks because we would love for them to go outside, but we don't have a fenced in backyard. We have like, I mean, how much square footage of grass is that even? Not a lot. Like they could probably run it in like
2 seconds.
like a 5 second interval.
But
And
that's not for me. That's not even the biggest thing.
and
It's
mosquitoes,
those
we
mosquitoes.
have like horrible mosquitoes. I don't even know how because we don't even like run like water or anything out there, but it's been really bad this year. So if you have any remedies on how to get rid of, not get rid of, but get those little mosquitoes, just maybe so there's not so many. Drop that in the comments because we've been trying to find something.
And we've been trying to use the name brand, mosquito killer, and like I
Everything,
feel like once we used those products, they came
everything.
back twice as strong.
I know.
It's insane.
I feel like they may do that because obviously the company wants you to purchase
Keep
again,
purchasing, yeah.
right? How are we going to keep them in business? Because if everybody buys the product,
Well, they
uses the
done.
product, and there's no mosquitoes, nobody's going to need the product. Then they don't gonna make any money.
Well, on the other hand, to me, it's still going to hurt them regardless because, I mean, it seems like it's mosquito steroid. Like they coming back stronger. Why would I give it more?
Yeah, like our daughter, I don't even know where she got these from either, because we don't let them even go outside because of that. So I don't feel like it was at home. Could have been at school, who knows? But she had mosquito bites like only from her, what was it, like her foot up to like her kneecap,
Yep.
like mad mosquito bites. Like I would say at least 10 on each leg.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was really bad.
It was really, really
She was
bad.
scratching all throughout the night. We were like putting like itch lotion, gave
Calamine
her
lotion.
allergy meds, like all types of stuff. So, but that's that. Enough of ranting about mosquitoes. Today is our Sunday reset. So Daddy already prepped lunches, sort of, kind of. He
Mhm.
did the main meal. This is our last week of having to make lunches for the
Thank
so
God.
excited. The new daycare they're going to, they have a private chef, and we don't have to pack any lunches. It's the little things.
Listen,
It's the little things that count.
I'm trying to
Oh
tell
my
you how
gosh.
big
Oh
of a
my
savior that
gosh.
is. Just having to, in the back of your mind, remember to either make their lunches the day
Yeah.
before, or if
Mm-hmm.
you're rushing out and you're trying to hurry up and make their lunches the day of. Regardless, it's stressful.
Very stressful. And it's stressful for me because I do the meal plan every Saturday, sometimes Sunday. But I have to come up with like a different, meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the snacks for the public school kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have to come up with that every week, and it is very, very stressful
Mm-hmm.
with our kind of like our size household. So this will be so much more relieving on me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I'm sure like the people who drop off our Walmart deliveries will be even more excited because that's less items that they have to drop off to us.
Yeah.
But you know, what else did we do today to reset? We packed bags for the week, like the fresh sleep stuff. Um, we did not pick out clothes for tomorrow though. That's one thing we didn't do, but we typically do. I must say, right, I get a lot of compliments, not to my own horn. I get a lot of compliments on like organization and like how we run our house and stuff like that. And it's definitely beneficial when you have, I would say, what, three or more kids?
Mm-hmm.
We have nine, but three or more kids, even two, more than one. But to really just have a routine and try to stick to that routine, right? Every day is not going to be perfect. There's things that pop up all the time. But having that routine and trying to stick to it in that way everybody knows what they're supposed to do is going to be so helpful. Right?
Absolutely.
This guy's sleep over here. It's past his bedtime. Oh grandpa Grandpa Brown. Let me show you his cane. He just turned 452 on the Friday.
As y'all can tell, my wife is very dramatic.
Oh, that's not dramatic. If I was dramatic, I would have said 652, but I was accurate at 452. But yeah, hopefully these knees can keep up for just another
Yeah,
year.
just apparently just a little dramatic.
But yeah, um, we just wanted to do like a, what do you want to say?
Kind
Just
of a
like
catch
a
up on the weekend.
Sunday catch up with you guys because like we have posted a couple of long forms, but nothing too serious, I guess you could say. Um, or like really like to try to get you guys to know like who we are. Oh, I guess we should have kind of started off with like I'm Kiara. That's Robert, aka Rob with two B's. And we have 9 babies, ages 12 and under. We have a set of triplets, natural triplets, and our youngest one just turned 2. Anything else?
Time is going
Mm,
so fast. Just yesterday, I felt like she was just in the palm of my hands, and now
yeah.
she's 2 and not only conjuring up her own sentences, but
Mm-hmm.
also thinking independently.
Yeah.
She's a very independent thinker. She knows what she wants. She knows how to communicate to get it. And knowing that she's the last one gives me
Mm.
it, it's man. I'm just trying to absorb every moment I can. Really am.
You know what saddens me is like the parts where like you pick them up to cuddle them, but they're at the stage in the age where they're able to be like put me down or
Mhm.
like try to squirm out of your hands. I'm just like, excuse me, you let me love on you a little bit longer. like who do you think you are? I'm so sad. Like that's when like they've left the nest. Like, it's time. And I'm sad. There's no more babies coming out of me, y'all. So don't ask me to round up to 10.
Shit, me neither.
What you mean you do? But yeah. So that's just a little bit about us. And if there's any specific content or any specific topics you wanted to touch on with just having life of 9 kids, drop that down below in the comments because we love to talk.
Even informative. If y'all guys just have questions on experiences that y'all went through or that you're going through, that you just want to know what we do, or any suggestions or anything like that. We're not gurus, or we're not like any type of doctors, but we're just living life like y'all. You know what I mean? Life be life, and it take a village. It take a village your entire life. It's as simple as that.
It does take a village. And speaking of village, is that we don't really have a village. Like, me and him and God is our village, and that's really just it. Like, we have a little bit of family that pop in here and there, but as far as like fully raising up our kids, we don't really have that. We don't. And it's unfortunate.
Not only that, but there's been people that wanted to be in their lives that we just knew wasn't going to be good for their lives. You know what I mean? One thing about being a parent is you definitely want to protect your kids. And when you see the signs, I mean, when it's yourself, it's easy to dismiss it because you just want. But when it comes to your kids, you can't just want. You got to do what's needed. And that's just what it is.
And it's protecting them. Even if it's from family, like, we've done it. We've cut off a lot of family that we felt was just bringing negative energy into our home. Like, you have to do what's best for you and your kids. And that's just how we rolled it out. And of course, some people weren't happy about it. But at the end of the day, we're the ones that's raising them full time, and we're the ones who can see, okay, is this person really genuine? Like, is they really part of the village, or are they, what do you call them? Temporarily, temporary people, if you will. So it's just sad because our kids, they definitely like long for grandparents. Is that the word?
And not only that, but they just love hard in general. So once somebody starts to show their face enough, they get attached. And then, when they just stop coming around, that makes them sad because they look forward to seeing, whoever decides to come and, spend time with them.
Like, my son the other day actually said, like, Mom, like, he was talking about my sister. He's like, I'm not even gonna say her name, but did Auntie blah blah blah, pass away? And I was like, pass away? He's like, yeah, like, I haven't seen her in a while. And I was just like, I couldn't even reply. I couldn't even reply because I was like, I don't even know what to say to that. What do you tell your child when they say something like that? Because I don't want to lie to them, but I also don't want to hurt them. So I just kind of just act like I didn't really hear too much until I could figure out what I want to say.
Yeah, because it's hard to explain that to a child at times. You know what I mean? And if you read the Bible, you realize that there's a lot of things that Jesus told us in parables. Is because there's certain things that he just knew we wouldn't understand if he just told us straight out. If he just told us what it was, we would have our own mindset thinking that we could kind of get around it. But when he explains it the way that he does, in a scenario that we can feel ourselves, then we have a better understanding. Trying to teach that to a child is really hard because they have a lot of questions, and if their mind is innocent and they're not as exposed, sometimes it just don't make sense to them.
Yeah.
Because their way of thinking is, well, why can't we just all get along? Why can't we just love each other? And that's when it really hurts.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So we do try to do things for them to keep their mind like going and entertained and thinking about the positive in life, and just also just constantly letting them know that we love them. That we love them, that God loves them, and that that's all they really need. We're always going to be in their corner. We're always going to be support. And we have, like I said, 9 kids, so they all will have each other. Now, it's unfortunate that our children treat each other like crap. And I don't know where they get it from because there's absolutely no way in heck that they're learning it at home because we just don't play none of that. We absolutely do not play any of that. And we are constantly trying to instill in them to love one each other, love on each other all the time because you don't know when your last day is. You have your friends that are outside that, hey, they're gonna talk crap on you every once in a while. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. You have to have your siblings to be like, hey, it's okay. Like, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. You would have thought that they were like enemies. Like, it's just so sad. And I'm not even sure what else to do at this point to try to get them to understand, like, family is all you got.
Mm-hmm.
Family is all you got. We're going to keep on trying. We're going to keep on trying to beat that into them. But it's sad. It really is sad because, like, I sit here and I look at, like, the relationship between me and my siblings and, like, it was rocky. It's rocky. And I feel like I only talk to maybe like one of my siblings now. And I only talk to her every once in a while. But it's just sad nowadays. People don't really cherish family anymore.
They don't. And
It's sad.
I have a good amount of siblings, and quite frankly, I really only talk to one of them. And that's not even a choice that's not
Shout
even a
out to
choice that I
you,
made.
V.
It's not even a choice that I made. It just, it happened like that. And the one that I talked to is the one that was like long lost until we were like 20. And then like when we got back together, it was just pretty much like just acknowledgement. Like she knows that I'm her big brother and I know that she's my little sister. And that's just that. And like because she experienced her own life experiences, I felt like she was able to receive that a lot better. And now I have another sister who I practically took care of since the day she was born. And now it's almost like I don't even know her. So, you know what I mean? A lot of times experiences just need to be had. You know what I mean? And explained in a way that you can understand. But
Yeah,
you know,
it's unfortunate. It's sad. But, what can you do? Don't force any relationships,
mm-mm.
right? Because you don't want any fake relationships because that means that person wasn't really genuine.
Right.
So, enough of our sad stories. But that's all we wanted to say for this evening
Uh-huh.
on this beautiful, glorious, rainy Sunday evening, which we saw a beautiful rainbow out.
Beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous, and it was just wide out in the open to a point where our neighbors started to text me and say, "Hey, I hope you guys were able to see the rainbow. The kids would love to see it."
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely beautiful.
And of course, the kids kept poking their head up like, there it is, there it is. And I'm like, close the curtain, there's mosquitoes. But that's all for this evening. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever else you can do on this here platform. And thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm. God is love.
God is love all the time. God bless.
God bless.